Hello students, today at the end of chapter 4, refraction through plane surfaces. Now I am going to discuss the questions of exercise 4D from this book. This book is of Selina. It's clear. Concise Physics, Selina publication. So those who don't have the book, so the questions which I am going to discuss, so that exercise I will upload. It's clear. So you see the question number 11. Here question number 11, exercise 4D. Here exercise 4D. Few questions I will discuss. Question number 11 says the refractive index of air with respect to the glass. Refractive index of air with respect to the glass G mu A. It is given in the question as sin I upon sin R. This is given this way. First part of the question is here. Write down a similar expression of A mu G in terms of I and R. So see here, as you know that A mu G, it is the reciprocal of G mu A. 1 upon G mu A. So this is equals to reciprocal of this, means sin R upon sin I. You will write the answer exactly in the same way in the examination. It's clear? I am explaining that way in which you will write in the examination. Now if angle R equals to 90 degree, what is the corresponding angle I called? So as you know that here ray of light is going from where to where? Glass to air. This angle is situated where? In the glass. And this angle is situated where? In the air. Now in the question it is said that if R equals to 90 degree, then the angle which is situated in the glass, which is situated in the denser medium, is angle of its critical angle. When the angle of the rarer medium, angle which is in the rarer medium, here rarer medium, here is the rarer medium, this angle is equal to 90 degree. So the angle which is in the glass, that will be the critical angle. So here it will be critical angle. Critical angle. You will write only answer part. It's clear. No explanation is required, because it is not asked in the question. Then part C. What is the physical significance of the angle I in the part B? Now see here, if angle of incidence in the glass becomes more than this angle, then ray of light will get totally reflect. It will suffer total internal reflection. So what is physical significance? When angle in the glass, angle of incidence in glass becomes more than this angle, because it is said that what is the physical significance of the angle which is mentioned in the part B. It's clear. This angle. Then total internal reflection, TIR. It is the short form of total internal reflection. Will take place. So if this question is asked in the examination, you will write exactly in the same manner. It's clear. In order to get the full marks, you will write it in this part. Now you can see the next question here. Question number, and many questions of this exercise I have already explained when I was explaining the theory portion. It's clear. Question number 12. If you see here, question number 12. Figure 4.61. Here question 12. This is air and this is water. Here there are two rays. One is this and another is this. Here this goes this way, and the angle which is this angle is given 48 degree. This is given 48 degree. Now this is the part of this diagram is the part of question. Figure 4.61 shows the two rays A and B traveling from water to air. Traveling from water to air. If the critical angle for water air surface is 48 degree, critical angle is given 48 degree. Complete the ray diagram showing the refracted rays for each. State conditions when the ray will suffer total internal reflection. You have to state the condition also when the ray will suffer total internal reflection. So you can see here. You can see from the diagram it is very clear that this ray is falling perpendicularly. It's clear. So what will happen? It will pass undeviated. It will pass undeviated. It is clear. It will go in this way. Here you can mark this as 90 degree. Now here this ray falls on the water-air interface. This interface we will call as water-air interface. Why we will call water-air interface? Why we are not calling air-water interface? Because the ray is going from where to where? Water to air. That's why it will be called as water-air interface. So it is falling at water-air interface at the critical angle because already ray of light is going from where to where? Denser to rarer. Angle of incidence is equal to the critical angle. What will be the refracted ray? Here refracted ray will be along the water-air interface. It will be along the water-air interface. Means it will be in this direction. It's clear this way. Then you have to state the condition when the total internal reflection will take place. So total internal reflection will take place when angle of incidence in the water medium becomes more than 48 degree, becomes more than the critical angle. Total internal reflection, the ray will suffer total internal reflection when the angle of incidence inside the water medium at the water-air interface becomes more than 48 degree, becomes more than the critical angle. It's clear? So this is the question number 12. Now see the question number 13. This question already I have explained during the theory portion. But you see once again, in that case we have taken the glass. Ray was going from glass to air. But now the ray is going from where to where? Water to air. So you can see here. Here this is a container which is filled with water. And this is the surface of water, free surface of water. It's clear. And here this is one lighted point. You can assume that this is some point source of light, and these rays are originating. Three rays have been shown from here. Okay. Shown here. One ray is this, another ray is this, and the third ray is this. These are the three rays. Okay. Here this point has been named as P. This is what? Water. Here it is water and here it is air. It's clear. Now figure 4.62, this is question number 30. 4.62, you can see here, figure 4.62 shows a point source P inside the water container. Three rays A, B, C starting from the source P are shown up to the water surface. This is the one ray A, this is the another ray B, and this is the third ray C. It's clear. these rays have been named as A, B, C. And here it is given that this angle is given 48 degree. This is given 48 degree. So three rays ABC starting from the source P are shown up to the water surface. So in the diagram, the path of these rays after striking the water surface. You have to draw the path of these rays after striking to the water surface. So see here, this ray is falling on the water-air interface. This surface is water-air interface at 48 degree, which is the critical angle. In the question, it is given critical angle is given 48 degree. So what should be the angle of incidence for the ray A? So angle of incidence for the ray A, if you see, this will be smaller than 48 degree. This will be smaller than 48 degree. While for the ray C, it will become more than 48 degree. It is more than 48 degree. While this angle, it is less than 48 degree. It's clear. Here in this diagram I have written, but when you write the answer, no need to write it. It's clear. So since here this ray is falling at the water-air interface at an angle less than critical angle, therefore it will get refract. It will be refract. It's clear. And refract, therefore it will go away from the normal, because moving from denser to rarer means what is the refracted ray of A? It is this. What will happen to this? It is falling at critical angle. It is falling at critical angle. So after refraction, it will go grazing to the surface. Grazing to the surface means this way. It will go grazing to the surface. But for this, angle of incidence becomes more than critical angle. Therefore, it will suffer total internal reflection, and reflected ray will go in what direction? Making same angle as the angle of incidence. Making same angle as the angle of incidence means reflected ray will go this way. It's clear? This. It's clear? This. So this is the diagram. So here, then B part is name the phenomena which ray A, B, C inject. So see here, A is suffering refraction. Refraction. It's clear? B is suffering refraction. That is also suffering refraction at critical angle. Refraction at critical angle. While the ray C is suffering total internal reflection. It is suffering total internal reflection. So this you can make. It's clear? Or you keep the video in the pause and then you note down. It's clear? Now see here. So now I am going to take the next question, question number 14. Now see here. All of you draw all these diagrams by your own. It's clear. Merely watching the videos will not fulfill your aim. So you take out pen, pencil and notebook and do the questions as I am explaining here. You draw the diagram of each question, then you will get the practice. Because only by watching the videos you will not be able to learn. Now question number 14. Here also ray is moving from water to air. It is moving from water to air. Here it is filled with water. I am showing here this water. And here it is air. This is water air interface. And two rays are starting from point P. It's clear? one ray, you can take this point as P. One ray is this, and another ray is this. These rays are the part of the diagram which is given in the question. Here this is double arrow ray, this is PR, this is named as PR, and this is named as PQ, and here this is the normal. This angle is given normal. This is named as end dash and end dash. It's clear. So in the figure, PQ and PR are the two light rays emerging from an object P. You can see P from point P, two rays are emerging, one is PR and another is PQ. The ray PQ is refracted as QS. It is given here. Ray PQ is refracted as QS, means it goes along the water-air surface. It is going along the water-air surface, so it means what? This angle will be equal to critical angle. Immediately you will deduce that it will be critical angle. It is given that ray PQ is going along QS. It is given in the diagram. Ray PQ is going along the QS, therefore this angle PQN will be critical angle. So first part state the special name given to the angle PQN. So you will write here angle PQN is critical angle. Critical angle. This way you will write in the examination. Then what is the angle of refraction for the refracted ray QS? Angle of refraction. So angle of refraction, refracted ray और normal के बीच का angle means this angle. As already you know, this is angle of refraction equals to 90 degree. This is 90 degree. Then name the phenomena that occurs if the angle of incidence PQN is increased. Means if you increase, means make more than IC, then there will be total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. Because in that case, angle of incidence in the denser medium becomes more than critical angle, therefore total internal reflection will take place. The ray PR suffers partial reflection and refraction on the water air surface. Give region. Here this ray PR is partially suffering refraction, means going in this medium in the air, and partially suffering reflection. Why it is so? Because the ray PR falls on the water-air interface at an angle less than critical angle. What is the region? As ray PR falls on water-air interface. At an angle less than critical angle. Less than critical angle. That's why it is partly reflected and partly refracted in the air. Draw in the diagram the refracted ray for the incident ray PR, and hence show the position of the image of object P by the letter P dash when seen vertically from above. It's clear? Now here it is given, first you have to draw the refracted ray for it. So see here, refracted ray will, you draw the normal here. For this refracted ray will go away from the normal. It will go away from the normal. It's clear? Going this way. After that, this is the refracted ray. It's clear? This one is the refracted ray. This you can name RT. It's clear? In E part you write down RT is refracted ray. Refracted ray. Then you have to show the image of P as P dash. It's clear? So see here, in order to obtain H, we know that when we will observe vertically above, then image of P will form above to P. Image of P, which is named in this question as P dash, will form above to P. Means it will form somewhere here. So you draw one more ray, which is falling perpendicularly, therefore passing undeviated. It's clear? When you will produce it back, what will happen? The image of P will form here. It is named as P dash. It is named as P dash. So this way you can complete. It's clear? So this. Now I will do the next question. So you note down this here. So have you noted? Now question number 15. The refractive index of glass is 1.5, and this is very good question. Which way you can see here. Question number 15. The refractive index of glass is given. Here refractive index of glass is given 1.5. From a point P inside a glass slab, draw ray PA, PB, PC incident on the glass air surface at an angle of 30 degree, 42 degree and 60 degree. So first you draw the glass slab. It's clear here. Diagram is not given in the question. Diagram you have to make. This is the glass slab. Here there is a point P. From this point you have to draw the three rays PA, PB and PC. This is just like the question number 13. But what is the important point here? Here in this question, critical angle is not given, while in the question 13, critical angle was given. It's clear? This is the difference. So what will you do for that? You see here. Here in the question said that these three rays are originating and they are falling on glass air interface. This ray is falling at 30 degree. Here this is falling at 30 degree, this is falling at 42 degree and this is falling at 60 degree. Means this angle is 30 degree, 42 degree and 60 degree. You can draw the arrows. This is PA, PB and PC. It's clear? Respectively. In the diagram, show the approximate direction of these rays as emerge out of the slab. What is the angle of refraction for the ray PB? And one more thing is given. Take sine 42 degree equals to 2/3. These two things, numerical things, are given in the question. So see here, already I told that this question is similar to the question number 13. But what is the difference in this question and question number 13? Question number 13, yes, question number 13. Critical angle is given. But here, critical angle is not given. That you have to find first. First you will find. It's clear? When this question was asked in the board examination, most of the students have skipped this part. They have not found the critical angle and directly drawn the diagram. So in that case some marks were deducted. So see here, as we know that mu g equals to 1/sin IC. This is the working part here, from here we will write, since this. Therefore, sin IC equals to what? 1 upon mu g. 1 upon mu g, 1 upon 1.5. That is 10 upon 15. 10 upon 15, that is 2 upon 3. Means sin IC equals to 2 upon 3. But in the question, sin 42 degree is given 2 upon 3. So what is IC? IC equals to 42 degree. This is the value of critical angle. So now the things have become easy. What will be the possible directions? So you can see here this way, for this way angle of incidence is less than critical angle, therefore PA angle of incidence is less than critical angle, therefore it will be refracted. It will be refracted. While this way it will go grazing to the surface. Grazing to the surface, you can see here. Here I am drawing by red pen. Little more dark I am doing. This will go in this way. And the third one will suffer total internal reflection. If it is not visible, I am darkening it. It will go this way. It's clear? The ray. While the third one, for that angle of incidence becomes more than critical angle, therefore it will be totally reflected. It will be totally reflected. It's clear? So only this diagram and this working procedure. Then question number 16. Here, this is the last question here that I will do. Now you can see in this exercise also there are some good questions. So you do that also. Example 4. It is very good question. So that also you will do. Question number 16 you can see, which will be the last question. And the most of the other questions we have already done during the theory. So you watch those videos carefully, you will get the answer. It's clear. Here you can see. Let me draw the diagram. This is the A, O, B, D and this is C. Here this ray is falling here at an angle. This angle is given 42. A ray of light enters a glass slab ABDC as shown in the figure and strikes at the center O of the circular part AC of the slab. Now you can see here. Here this is the circular part of the slab. Its center is O. Its center is O. This is the center. It is striking to this point. It is clear? Means this is the quarter circle. You can say that this is the quarter circle. It's clear? So center O of the circular part AC of the slab. The critical angle is given 42 degree. Complete the path of ray till it emerges out from the slab. Mark the angles in the diagram where necessary. So see here, you can see. First you determine this angle because this will be the angle of incidence. This will be the angle of incidence. What will be this angle? This whole is 90. So 90 degree minus 42 degree. It is equal to 48 degree. So see here, at this point, angle of incidence inside the glass is 48 degree, which is more than critical angle. Therefore, what will happen? There will be total internal reflection. Total internal reflection means reflected ray will go making the same angle as the angle of incidence. As the angle of incidence. This is 48 degree, this angle is 48 degree. Therefore, this will also be equal to 48 degree. It's clear? Now, this is 48 degree. So, what will be this angle? It will be 42 degree. because this whole angle is 90. 90 minus 48, so it will be 42. This angle is what? This is 90 degree. This is the angle of glass slab, rectangular glass slab. So what will be this angle? From angle sum property of triangle, sum of all the angles will be 180. So this will come out 48 degree. So you draw the normal here. When you will draw the normal, what will be the nature of this angle? This will be 42 degree. 42 degree. Why it is 42 degree? Because this angle is 90. So 90 में से 48 हटाया, so 42. So now ray is falling on this surface, on the glass air interface at the critical angle. So what will happen? After refraction, it will go in this direction. In the diagrams of this chapter, arrows are very necessary on the range. If you don't mark the arrows on the range, what will happen? Your 1 mark will be deducted. So you put the arrows. Arrows are very necessary. So now this way you will do the remaining question. If you have any problem, you mention in the comment box. I will try to resolve your problems. It's clear? So thank you.